All right, we are live and on tonight. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight, tuning in. I hope you are all doing well this week. We have just a few updates for you from Feds for Med Freedom, and I'm excited to tell you some of those things. I'm Megan, if you don't know me, Secretary of Feds for Med Freedom, one of our founding members and a member of the board, and filling in tonight for Marcus. For those of you who know, Marcus lives on the other side of the world from the US. So if he stays up to do these updates, he's essentially pulling all-nighters, trying to be on all the meetings that we have during the day. And anyways, trying to give him a break. So I'm getting notices that this is struggling. I hope you're all able to see me. Regardless, we'll get it streamed out. Anyways, so you get me tonight to give some more updates. We had a really fantastic meeting today, you guys. We had a meeting with Amphil, which I talked about last week, but that's our basically our fundraiser team that's going to be working with us to help grow Feds for Med Freedom and to help us expand and move into this new part of our journey. So very exciting, and it's going to be a huge help to all of us who've been working really hard and have needed a boost with the fundraising, because we've learned a lot of things over the last 2 years, but it's been a lot of work, and so we appreciate having more people coming up and helping and being able to put them to work so that we can expand what we are doing. So it's exciting. For those of you who have not been up to date lately, our Fifth Circuit case has essentially gone to the Supreme Court. We're waiting to see if they will take the case or not. But they have essentially till October. So until then, we have the opportunity to make a big fuss and get loud and let people know how ridiculous our government is with these mandates. The fact that the emergency orders are all completely over, and with all the knowledge that we have about the vaccines now and the data and the evidence, and yet we are still being told to get these vaccines, which is just insane. So don't need to tell you all this, you know that, but that's where we're at with our legal efforts with that case. We also, of course, have so many other things going on with our class agents, with each of our agencies, trying to head up those other by organization, by agency lawsuits. And so we will have some more updates about some of those coming soon. You will have seen some of our updated suits with the DOJ, the DOD, the Department of State. So all of those are going through their processes, and we're looking forward to giving some updates about those soon. But with the Amphil meeting today, one of our big goals is to be making some huge changes, big changes. We will still, of course, be maintaining our core values of this organization, but we have some big things to announce, and that will happen on September 9th. So mark your calendars for some big news. We're very, very excited. We've been working really hard, and we're going to continue working hard to make these things happen, and to really make a difference in our country. So very excited about that. And so watch your emails and look for those announcements of upcoming updates. I'm sure we'll be doing a special live for you all, and we hope everyone will tune in for that. And along with that, we do have a bunch of leadership positions opening. We've been working hard to restructure and to really fill the gaps of areas that we know that we need to improve upon in our organization. And so we would love for more people to get involved. Many of you have offered to do so, and we haven't quite been as organized as we needed to make everybody, to help everybody fit in the position that they wanted. So we are getting very organized, and we will have an applicant portal open this weekend for you, so that you can kind of look at what's available, what positions we need filled, what that's going to look like, how much time it would require, et cetera, so that you can get a realistic idea of what we need and whether or not you could fill that void. And we look forward to working with a lot more of you who we know want to be more involved. So whether you're new or you've been around for a long time, please consider looking into that. And of course, reach out to us if you have questions about any certain position. but we just want to bring more people in, and we're going to grow, and we're going to build this up really strong. So very excited about all of that. I'm trying to think if there's anything major to share besides that. We are working hard. I do want to share that for those of you who were with us in New Orleans last September, and it was such a unique experience and a special experience to be there, to go to the courtroom, to hear our case in that courtroom, and to be able to witness all of that. It was incredible. And at the time, we did a lot of filming of our members and of our board, and everybody's kind of story. And I know all of you have your own story, what you've gone through with this experience, with COVID, with the mandates, and the 2020 madness of it all. And so we had the opportunity to share some of our story. Well, our story just continues. And so I hope you all choose to continue with us as we grow and we take on this next chapter of Feds for Mid-Freedom and what that's going to look like. I know for myself, when I started this with Marcus and Jim long ago, and Brian came in and a couple of other great people, I had no idea what this was going to turn into. And if you had asked me at the time if that's what I wanted to jump into, I would have said, "Oh no, I just want to stop the mandate. Like, let's just do a lawsuit." And it just obviously didn't go that way. It became so much more, and I'm so grateful because it's really amazed me with the community that has been built and the incredible people that I have met and that I have yet to meet. But I know there's thousands of you who have united on this issue, and I'm excited to see what else we will unite with or unite on against in the future. There's a little hint, but I know that there's a lot of things that we all care about. And so with that, I will leave you to just ponder about what it is that you are willing to do. If someone asked you, what would you change with our government if you had the power, what would you do? And I want you to think really clearly on that. And I want you to think what you're willing to do personally to make those kind of things happen. Because we hear a lot of people online and in the news talking about things that need to change and blah, 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 like a lot of talk, but very few people actually taking action. And if they take action, sometimes it's useless action, right? It's going to be kind of just virtuous things that sound really great, but they don't really go far. And so we want to go far. We want to make a difference, and we are planning to do so, but we do need your help. And so we're looking for more people to partner with us to help us get there. And we know that as an organization, we're very unique, and we have the ability to do a lot more than many people do because we have an inside look on the government, and we know how things work, and we know what should or should not happen. And so I'm very excited to be moving towards that. But we'll talk about that more later. So please stay tuned for September and be plugged in. I know it's easy to skip past newsletters and emails, and it's easy to ignore things that pop up. And I do it all the time with other groups. And it's amazing how easy it is to move on and to focus on different things in life, back to school, whatever it is that you're looking at right now. But we hope that you will keep your agendas open for us and start thinking about what you would do to make our country greater personally, because we can't just wait for other people to do it. Obviously, it's come down to us taking action and making decisions and doing those things that are required to change. So with that, I will leave you for the evening, and please stay tuned for next week. Every Thursday, we should be doing these updates. So join us, and of course, tune in on all our different platforms if you want to share the conversation, talk about things, and we look forward to next week.